Well, I can't find it. Doggone it. I just, if you saw my
Not
desk,
all the possible side effects with Upelri.
you'd understand why I
Better
can't
Homes and
find it.
Gardens. Call 1-800
Well, as soon as I say I can't find something,
or visit
I'll find it.
upelri.com to learn more. Once daily Upelri helps give me 24 hours of better breathing.
You're hearing the Paul W. Smith Show. News Talk 760 WJR.
Well, here we go. As we close out the week, we close out the show, and not quite yet, but our last hour, and we go back on StreamYard, which is how we start the show every day. Between 5:35 and 6:15, we're online on Facebook Live and or Facebook, WJR's Facebook page, and WJR.com and all the rest of it. But it occurs to me now, it's about time to do movie. Show. Plus. With Greg Russell.
Russell.
What occurs to me is we go through all the trouble of coming back online like this. Look how big my hands look if I put them real close like that. We do this. I think people would expect to see the movie. Like when we play the audio of a trailer.
Right.
We could play the audio trailer, which are people listening on 760 WJR, which is the vast majority.
Right.
But then we could also show the video for the people tuned in online. So anyway.
Brian said we can't do that.
Oh.
I checked with Brian quite a while ago.
I see.
No.
He said no.
Send you my interviews and you can, we can put those up.
So Brian is
stick
in the mud, so
right.
to speak. All right, fine. He knows the technical aspects
right.
of what we can or cannot do.
Well, copyrighted or something he said.
We're going to, one of those things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to discuss what we discussed earlier today, the big story of Bedrock and Imagine Entertainment opening the Monroe Street Drive-In.
Yeah.
Powered by Imagine in the heart of downtown. We'll get to that in a minute because I'd love to know Greg Russell's thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But we have a film called Outside the Wire.
Yeah, that's right. It's on your favorite place, Netflix, opening or streaming today. Stars Anthony Mackie and Damson Idris. And it's truly a popcorn movie. That's the best way to put it. Anthony Mackie plays this guy who's in the military, and he's actually a robot. But he looks human. That's what they have the military doing in the future. Mm-hmm. And so he and Damson are sent overseas to, believe it or not, they've got to go pick up a vaccine. And I asked him about that.
Come on.
Honest to goodness. And I said, how did you guys come up? He said, Greg, we did this movie 2 years ago. Okay. So it had nothing to do with anything going on today. But it's one of those where it's just that fun little thing where, it's like you just want to be entertained. You don't go going, oh, well, this isn't, accurate. It's not supposed to be. Robots don't look like humans. Or do they? No. But, yeah.
Wait a minute. That's not the promo I see where a guy looks like he has something over his head that's purple and like a mask. Is that him not looking like the human? I mean, he doesn't look like a human to me. He looked like a guy with purple faces.
No, maybe that might be one of the other people. Because no, Anthony Mackie looks like Anthony Mackie. I mean,
okay.
What you're used to seeing him until he takes off his shirt. And then it's kind of like this almost, see-through where you can see the wires and, different things like that.
I thought you were going to say that you could see these fabulous abs like you and I have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
He does look like you and I without our shirt called up. I mean, you should see us at the beach in the summer.
All right, let's hear a little bit of from Netflix, Outside the Wire.
Sir, looking for Captain Leo.
You must have really messed up if they sent you to Leo.
Do you know why you're here?
Well,
in command. Harp, he's not like us.
You're up. You're commanding officer. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to deal with it. Yes, sir. Cool. What are you, AI? A Gump's AI. I'm a prototype, and my existence is classified. But I can't do this alone. I need someone who could think outside the box. That's why you're here. I chose you. Listen, I'm a combat soldier, but I feel more than you think. Sometimes you got to get dirty to see any real change.
Well, that sounds like a good popcorn movie. And if you have good popcorn, the movie can not be that great, but it's still good.
And it is. It's just one of those where, like we said, it's on Netflix. So like we always make the joke, it's basically then free, and you just want to be entertained. It's just fun. It's a lot of action, and no awards. Maybe for special effects, but like that.
Do they get the vaccine?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They leave Wuhan, China, and this is from 2 years ago. Who knew?
Who knew?
Right.
Leave it to Hollywood. All right, before we go, and speaking of popcorn, they had me at popcorn when it was announced earlier this morning on our show about the Bedrock and Imagine Entertainment opening the Monroe Street Drive-In, powered by Imagine in the heart of downtown. And this sounds pretty exciting, starting Friday, January 22nd. What do you think about it, Greg?
I think it's a good idea, because like we said, people want to get out. They want to see movies, and things keep flip-flopping back and forth about going inside, going outside, whatever. And as Paul Glantz is a good friend of all of ours. So I mean, it's really great where he is hooked up now with Bedrock, and they've got this area downtown. So I look forward myself to going down and checking it out right in the heart of downtown Detroit, right across from Campus Martius. So it should be a fun time. I know that they're going to be doing, again, like the second run movies. I don't think it's going to be, to my understanding, any new movies. But,
it just makes good financial sense, I guess, all things considered. But here's a whole new generation, or a few generations, who will experience what it's like to put on your pajamas and get in the car and go to the movies.
Right.
And the beauty is, it's $20 a carload. You're not going to have to slip anyone into the trunk to get them into the movie.
Man.
You just fill your car up so that everyone can be comfortable, and they'll have a concession stand, and everything's going to be COVID safe and all the rest of that. And for the movies, it is what did you call it? Second rung? What did you say?
Rung. So my understanding is going to be like Back to the Future. I'll just say Jaws.
Jurassic Park.
Right? Jurassic Park from 1993 is Friday, January 22nd. Saturday, the 23rd, it's Shrek. And Sunday, January 24th, Back to the Future. And you can go to imagine-entertainment.com, imagine-entertainment.com. You do need to get your reservation, or let them know, because they assign, I saw this last night, they assign parking spaces. Like you go to space 65. It's not like the old days when we'd go up and down the row and we'd say, I don't want to be next to that car. They're on a date. And you got the kids back here. Come on, or there are too many. There's a guy with a SUV or a truck up here, and I'm not going to see over it. Right. So now that you have an assigned space, and that's certainly good news. $20. And it all sounds pretty good. And speaking of sound, it's not that little metal speaker that would hook onto our window. That would sound very tinny and lousy. The sound now, because of technology, and they'll tell you on the big screen how to do it, comes through your radio.
Amazing.
How cool is that?
Amazing.
They find one of the bands at the end, that no one's using, and connect to that. And especially with our sound systems today in our cars, it would be great.
Should be great. So imagine-entertainment.com. And then there's this website for full information on downtown dining, shopping, and entertainment experiences, which is deckedoutdetroit.com. Deckedoutdetroit.com. And there you have it, my friends.
Fantastic.
Movie. Show. Plus. With the one and only Greg Russell and the also one and only Dayna Clark.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, Dayna, and the one and only Paul W.
Happy MLK Day.
Have a great weekend and a happy MLK Day. And we need to really reflect on what Martin Luther King Jr. said, what he believed. Right. And we could use a full dose of that right now.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
All righty. It is 8. I'm sorry. 8 to 27 at WJR.
This report is sponsored by Merrill. When questions find you, Merrill Edge Self-Directed Investing has personalized tools and insights to help you find answers. Get started at merrilledge.com.